Welcome students, welcome to problem number 3. In this circuit, this is a dependent voltage source and an independent voltage source mixture circuit. In this circuit, you are asked to find out the Norton resistance by using Norton's and Thevenin's theorem. So first, you see, I have made this voltage source, this output source open circuit. So this current I will flow through 5 ohm and it will go and 5. This is a loop. This entire thing is a loop. This entire thing is a loop. This entire thing is a loop. So in this loop, the current this through 5 ohm resistance, I ampere current is flowing. This current is flowing in 5 ohm resistance and this current is flowing in this direction. Because this is open circuit, no current can flow through this. Now consider this loop. First side is minus, second side is plus, third side is minus, fourth side is plus. So minus 10 plus 3i minus 2i plus 5i is equal to 0. So I is equal to 10 by 6 ampere. I is equal to 10 by 6 ampere means 5 by 3 ampere. So VOC is equal to 5I. This is parallel to this. This one. VOC is parallel to this. So VOC is equal to 5I means 25 by 3 volt. You got the open circuit voltage 25 by 3 volt. Now make this circuit, second step, make the load short circuit. If the load is short circuit, then open circuit voltage is 0, VOC is 0. VOC is 0. If VOC is 0, this is 0 voltage, this is also 0 voltage because these are parallel voltage. These are parallel. No resistance is connected between them. So these are parallel. So if this is equal to 0, this also is equal to 0. Voltage drop here also is equal to 0. So I is equal to 0. Entire short circuit current will flow from here to here. I is equal to 0 because if short circuit voltage current is equal to ISC, if the load terminals are short circuited, then VOC is also equal to 0. If VOC is equal to 0, this is parallel to this. With load, this resistance is parallel. So drop here also is equal to 0 in ideal case. We are assuming that entire short circuit current is flowing through the load terminal. So I is equal to 0 means here there is a dependent voltage source. 2I is also equal to 0. 2I is also equal to 0. Now in order to make the problem easy, we have converted voltage source to current source. We have done voltage source to current source conversion. It is like that. This is a voltage source connected with the resistance in series V. Now you can convert it into current source. This is V by R with R parallel. So 10 by 3 ohm parallel, 10 by 3 ampere current, 3 ohm parallel, 5 ohm parallel, and this is short circuit current. So we assume in case of ideal conditions, entire short circuit current, entire 10 by 3 ohm, 10 by 3 ampere, entire 10 by 3 ampere will flow through this terminal, this short circuit terminal. No current will go through 3 ohm and 5 ohm resistance respectively. No current will flow, no current is going or no current is flowing through 3 ohm and 5 ohm resistance respectively. So 10 by 3 ampere is directly flowing through this short circuit terminal, ISC, short circuit terminal. So ISC is equal to 10 by 3 ampere. So in case of if you make the load short circuited, this resistance, this voltage is 0 because it is open circuit voltage is 0. This resistance is parallel with parallel with this load. So this resistance, this voltage drop across this resistance is also equal to 0. So I is 0. Here 2i, it is that there is a dependent voltage source, is also 0. So ISC is 10 by 3 ampere. So Rint equal to VOC by ISC, that means 25 by 3 divided by 10 by 3. So it is 2.5 ohm. Your Norton resistance, or you can say Thevenin's resistance, is VOC by ISC is 2.5 ohm. It is your Norton resistance. Rn is 2.5 ohm. 25 by 3 divided by 10 by 3, 2.5 ohm. So problem is very simple. First, that you need to know the concept of short circuit and open circuit. In case of short circuit, open circuit voltage is 0. In case of open circuit, if you make the terminal open circuit, no current will flow through it. The short circuit current is 0. Okay?